Hello everyone, today's story is called Crab's Cakes. I hope you like it. Here we go. There is a rock pool at the end of the beach. It is home to lots of tiny fascinating creatures. One of them is Crab. He is the hardest working creature in the rock pool. Crab is a chef. Poor Crab was left with very little ingredients to cook with. He could only use what the tide washed in. Most days he was left with just seaweed. But Crab was clever. He used the seaweed to create some spectacular seafood. There was seaweed on toast for breakfast, seaweed on a stick for a snack, seaweed sandwiches for lunch, and seaweed stew for tea. And for dessert, seaweed ice cream. Delicious. The Rockpool residents were getting fed up of eating seaweed every day. You would too if you ate it for breakfast, lunch and tea. Sponge had no choice but to eat the seaweed specials, because he was attached to the rocks. Crab! I cannot eat any more seaweed. You need a new menu, he said. Sponge was feeling hungry. He closed his eyes and thought about his favourite food, plankton pie. Plankton pie. No plankton today, Sponge, said Crab. The bloom is not due until next month. But the tide did bring in something else. Fish eggs! Delicious. Crab was just about to gather in the eggs when a seagull swooped down out of the sky and swallowed them up in one giant gulp. Grrr! Bother! Crab didn't like seagulls. They were always stealing his ingredients. Grrr! Crab was fed up. He had no seafood to cook up and everybody was in a bad mood. They all needed cheering up. Crab had almost given up hope when Winkle had a surprise for him. Hey Crab, look what I found. Fish eggs. Good work, Winkle. I've got a stupendous idea, smiled Crab. Cakes! I'm going to use the fish eggs to make cakes. Genius idea. Let's get cooking. Crab soon got to work. Winkle helped to mix the ingredients together, and not a single piece of seaweed in sight. Crab placed the cake mixture into a tin and then placed it into the Rockpool oven. Bosh! The smell of Crab's cakes drifted across the Rockpool. Soon he had a queue of very excited creatures. The cakes smelt so good. They looked delicious. Cakes. Crab made cakes for everyone. They did not last long, and there was just one left for him. He was just about to eat his cake when the seagull swooped down out of the sky and swiped it from his claws. Whoosh! Oi, come back with my cake! Bother! Crab was left cakeless. Now he was really, really crabby. Poor Crab. He had worked hard making his cakes. He wanted to teach that greedy seagull a lesson. Then he had a naughty idea. Got it, he said. Winkle, I've got an idea. Fetch me some more fish eggs. We've got some more cakes to make. Winkle fetched some fish eggs from a pool on the other side of the rocks. Good work, Winkle, smiled Crab. Soon the two friends were baking cakes, and the delicious smell drifted over the rock pool once again. This time, nobody took a cake. Instead, Crab left the tray on top of a rock so that the greedy seagull could see them. Crab and Winkle sat patiently, waiting for the seagull to swoop down for the cakes, and sure enough, it arrived right on time. It swooped down, swallowed the cakes in one ginormous gulp. Yuck! But it soon spat them out again. Crab had added his special secret ingredient to the cakes. I bet you can't guess what Crab's special ingredient was. Ha! Yes, you guessed it. Seaweed! Well done, Crab. And that is the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.